Okay, now we are going to talk about express entry draws in 2017. What is express entry draws? Does anyone know? You should know. Some of you will know. No, it's not lucky draw. Good try. Okay, you create your profile in the pool, and you are in the pool, and then every 2 weeks the government selects number of candidates, not the points. They only select the number of candidates, and based on the number of candidates, the points are taken into consideration. All right, so they take number of candidates every, you can see, and here is a very interesting notion. You can see the first pick in 2017, the points was 468, and then it went down to 459, and then it went down again in the next pick to 453. On February 8th, it went down again to 447. And then it went down again on February 22nd to 441. March 1st, 434, it went down. But yesterday, the pick actually, the points went a little up. Right? Now, we are going to talk about the reasons. We are going to talk about a little bit about reasons so that you can understand what factors influence these picks. Okay, one of the major factors, there are major 5 factors which influence these picks. Okay, there are 5 factors. Number 1 factor is the number of people in the pool. Okay, we have seen in 2015 there was only around 49,000 people in the pool. Last year, 2016, in mid 2016, there was 160 odd thousand people in the pool. This year, there's over 300,000 people in the pool. Okay, so the number of people in the pool influence the picks. Okay, that's number 1. The number 2 factor is the number of people actually picked, and you can see that in the column there. Okay, last year, the entire year, you can see picks for 1,500 and thereabouts. You never saw large number of people being picked. But this year, the situation changed. Every time the pick is over 3,000. Okay, the first one was around 2,900, but after that, January 4th, it was 2,900. But after that, you can see every pick is more than 3,000. Okay, that is a good indicator that points are going down. And that's why points pretty much went down across the picks. The third factor is the frequency of the picks. Okay, normally when do they pick? Every 2 weeks. Okay, but you can see a slight change in this pick. Yesterday's pick happened only after 3 weeks. Okay, so the frequency of the pick changed a little bit, and you can see a point pumped up a little bit. Okay, so frequency of the pick also is an important factor when it comes to adjusting the points. The fourth factor will be external factors. Okay, external factors like permanent residence in other criteria, refugees, or other areas. So permanent residence, you have fixed quotas. So if there is a distribution of the quotas, that could influence the express entry picks as well. Okay, express entry is primarily for FSW, CEC, and FSTP. Okay, the main thing is FSW and CEC. Okay, so that influences it as well. The fifth factor is quotas. Okay, again, quotas again, what I discussed some time back. And the last factor, which is a new factor. New factor. And what is that factor?
Education.
No.
Students, those who are studying.
No. It is the Trump dump factor. Okay, we have seen a tremendous, we are actually working overtime now, right? Tremendous amount of people wanting to move from the US. Tremendous. Okay, and many people in my seminars last week and previously I told them, and many people called my office and said, is the Trump dump factor already started? I don't think it has started. Okay, why? Because all these people who are trying to come from there, they are very highly qualified, they have good qualifications, they have very good language. Okay, an ideal candidate for a express entry submission. Very ideal candidate. But one thing they are lacking at this time, and what is that?
Canadian experience.
No.
Sorry.
No. They're lacking the language exams. Okay, IELTS results. They don't have it. Okay, so it will take another maybe 1 month or so for us to actually see how much that impacts. Number one, all those interests, we see a lot of interest. All those interest has to be converted to actual action. Right? Then we can see points going up, because if those people are trying to come into Canada, they have good experience, they have good qualifications, and they have good language. Okay, and you can likely see points going up. So yesterday when the pick happened, a lot of calls received in my office saying, is the Trump dump factor already in? Because I had already told that this, if in case we see the impact, it is going to be only after a month or so, because it happened. It started about 2 months back, so they take around 3 months to get their language exams all done. Okay, that's the only. So the Trump dump factor is something which is very interesting, which we are watching. And we know that there's a tremendous amount of interest from people to come into that. So when everything was actually this year going in favor of FSW and CEC for Canadian residents, we see something else being influenced. So we do not know yet. We are just waiting and watching and seeing what's going to happen. And I call that the Trump dump factor, which we hopefully doesn't matter. Doesn't materialize maybe. But we are just waiting, because we know a lot of people are interested. A lot of people. I'm actually heading out south for seminars there. So just imagine how much of interest has actually been generated. Okay.